at the second day of Indusfood Manufacturing 2026, and currently we are at JBT Marel stall. JBT Corporation and Marel had merged to form this association called JBT Marel. Currently we are having with us Mr. Pratik Honshetti, Business Development Manager of JBT Marel. Hello Pratik sir, how are you sir?
Hi Pawan, all good. How are you?
Fine sir. So how are you getting the traction on the first and second day of Indusfood Manufacturing 2026 sir?
So definitely it's a very big platform and we have been here for the first time, but the response from the crowd has been good. We are there, we are able to meet all the big customers that we had, and it is one of the good platforms where all the industry leaders are together. So we are excited for the second day.
Oh, fine, sir. So, after merger with Marel, what are the new innovations and services you are providing to the food processing industry in India, sir?
So basically JBT has been a US based company and we are listed in US, and Marel has been originally from Iceland and they are listed in Iceland. So JBT has taken over Marel officially, and in January 2025 is the year when we declared the merger, and we are now listed in both US as well as in Iceland.
Okay.
JBT and Marel basically are two big industry leaders, and the whole association that we have now is it is a one-stop shop when it comes down to any food processing solutions. So basically it brings out the primary secondary processing lines from Marel, and the value-added lines and the end-of-line solutions up to packaging and labeling, everything from JBT's legacy solutions.
Okay.
So now we have the complete integrated ecosystems that you can provide to the food processing solutions, and that is what it gives us the advantage.
So, JBT Marel is also providing multi-weight head weighing system as well as palletizing and depalletizing systems, sir. So, what are the solutions in these segments you provide to the food processing industry?
So obviously, right now multi-aid weighing, or basically weighing, is one of the most important aspects of whenever it goes on to business, because that is where the maximum loss of the giveaways come up.
Yeah.
And from JBT Marel side, we are having multi-aid weighers which are made out of Netherlands. And the main or the technological difference that we have in the market as compared to others is that it can be used for fresh, frozen, marinated products. And it also can be used in multiple things. Like for example, if you have to do multiple up to 6 products packing or 6 products of multi-head weighing together, it can do that. The second best feature that the multi-head weigher is having is it can also take care of fixed weight and catch weight together.
Okay.
So what it helps is when you want to have bulk packing of 2 or more different components together, then the fixed weight and the catch weight, they both together are in the program simultaneously, and that efficiently helps you in having out a zero giveaways, and that is how your production losses and your yield increases. So it's one of the best features of any of the multi-head weighers that are available in the market, and that is why we are the leaders in it.
Today on January, today there is a conference called International Dairy Processing Conference which is going here. So JBT Marel is also one of the participants in that one. JBT Marel is also providing a lot of solutions to the dairy processing industry. So what are types of equipments you are providing to the processing industry for the dairy sector, and primarily to the cheese and paneer dicers?
So basically when it comes to dairy or any liquid foods, we have a lot of solutions for that. Starting from your filling lines, aseptic filling lines, and UHT, which is the main prior or one of the key components that come down to the dairy industry. So we have a specific UHT which can handle particulates. So basically up to 9 by 9 by 9 mm chunk dosing, which is right now in the most trending thing. If you have heard about the nata de coco chunks or the boba tea, so these are all nothing but the tapioca pearls and the nata de coco chunks.
Okay.
So the UHTs can handle up to 9 by 9 mm chunks into it, and we can also do aseptic filling. So we have filling closing lines for that. Second thing is when it comes down to the solids in the dairy, that is the cheese and the paneer, and which is one of the biggest markets in India.
Yeah.
So we have from the Trife range of solutions, we have the dicers for it. So anything which is for your precise cuts, precise portioning, we have the solutions for that. You can have dice cutting, you can have slides cutting, you can have shreds of it. So mozzarella, cheese, dice, and shreds. These are the 3 basic things. And these all come in hygienic stainless steel constructions with easy changeovers and quick changeovers and less maintenance. And these are all German make manufactured machines which are up to the market and the industry leaders in the market right now. And that is what we have for the cheese dicing and slicing solutions. And we also have under levers and over levers, which are basically particularly for cheese when it comes down to India or the Indian subcontinent category retail packaging.
JBT Marel is also providing a lot of equipments for marine processing industry, primarily to the seafoods and meat. So, what are different types of equipments you are just providing to the fisheries and as well as the meat processing industry, sir?
So for meat processing industry, we are again one of the pioneers and the four leaders in the meat processing lines. So from Marel range of equipments from our legacy Marel side, we have complete primary and secondary solution lines which go for meat, poultry as well as for seafood processing. Similarly, for seafood processing in the value added lines, if you look for, we have the complete lines which start from your fillet to complete of breading, battering, cooking, fry. So the complete of ready to eat, ready to cook lines, along with the end of line solutions like freezing, multi-head way. We have the complete solutions for that. Now with Make in India initiative that our Honorable Prime Minister have started, we have also started a manufacturing facility in Pune, and through that we also are covering the complete freezer range. So impingement is a kind of specific freezing which is required for seafood, and we are doing it now manufactured in India. Similarly, the same dicing that we used for cheese and paneer, the same machine with a different set of tool set, we can also use for dicing of meat, which helps you in giving a fresh cut, a nice cut, and the specific thing is it can handle fresh or frozen and with bone or without bone meat cut, which is one of the main USPs of that machine.
So JBT Marel is one of the innovator of individual quick freezing technology. So it's been a parent company for that technology. So what are the other freezing services apart for individual quick freezing technology you're providing to the food processing industry, sir?
So, great one. Like you said, we are one of the pioneers in doing the IQF freezing, and that is what we are traditionally known for. But when it comes down to JBT's freezing solution range, it is not just limited to IQFs, but there are other segments also where we are into. Like for example, we have the spiral freezers, and which are very famous in the market in the name of Frigoscandia, which is traditionally a Swedish brand, and it is now part of JBT Marel complete group. So we have the spiral freezers which go for your ready to eat, ready to cook foods, or where your bed loads or the product loads are high. We have second type of freezers, that is the impingement freezers, which I was talking for the seafood industry. So they are particularly very high air jets and are given in that freezer, which helps you to have quick freezing within 2 or 3 minutes. So particularly when it's a very wet product, for example like a salmon or any fish, white fish or shrimps. So the longer time of freezing you take, the dehydration losses increase. So impingement freezing reduces the dehydration losses and gives you a good freezing without having any textural or any other differences in the product, which is the most important thing. Third is we also have IQF freezing, which is going for fruits and vegetables or any other kinds of individual quick freezing that you require. And the third and the most important is when it comes down to your poultry segment. So we also have freezing solutions in the poultry, which are basically all your cat chillers we call them, or which are inline chillers which are required for broiler chickens after the evisceration and the primary processing is done. So we have chilling solutions, we have freezing solutions, we have quick freezing solutions and crust freezing solutions. And now with Make in India initiative, like I mentioned, we have started the manufacturing of all these freezers at our GPC Pune facility, and any of the customers can walk in through, check the freezers there and then go for the one.
Apart from freezer solutions to the poultry industry, what type of other products you are supplying to that core segment, sir?
Poultry industry in India, or I would say worldwide, is right now increasing tremendously. And one of the main reasons that is because of the westernization of the people. Second is the high protein demand that people require in their diets now. That is why the protein segment is increasing rapidly. When it comes to the solutions offering from JBT Marel, protein segment we have right from the primary processing, that is the live animal handling up to the end of line solution. We have everything that comes in between. So live animal handling, evisceration, complete deboning, deskinning, portion cutting. After that, anything that is required for value addition, that is cooking, frying, marination, freezing, we have all the solutions. We also have end of line solutions up to tray sealing packing, skin packing, paperboard packings, and the end of line, that is the label packings and labelers and
for the poultry
checkwares.
industry type.
For poultry industry specific. So start of the poultry processing to the end of poultry processing, that is the labeling, we have everything that is required in between for poultry processing.
So the one thing which you are very good in, that high pressure processing. So what type of solutions you are providing to the food processing industry in high pressure processing industry?
Yes, HPP is again one of the very niche categories when it comes down to food processing. And what happens in an HPP is, in an GBT HPP is, any product that is already packed or something, for example, like a ready-to-eat cooked food or your dairy juices, fruits, or any other segments, for example, like a canned product. Uh, what happens is it is exposed to a very cold, a very high, a cold water at a high pressure,
Yeah.
which can go up to 6,000 bars. And what it basically does is it inactivates the pathogens,
Bacteria, yeah.
which that is why it increases the shelf life.
Yeah.
The importance of HPP is that at HPP, because everything happens just because of pressure, there is no textural damage to the product or no nutritional damage to the product, but at the same time you are getting a better shelf life.
Yeah.
So initially it is not very traditionally as good as UHT or pasteurization, but definitely it has its pros and cons, and that is why we have the solutions for HPP processing, and we also have installations of HPP in India now. So that is how we have the solutions for HPP.
So any new innovations India's food processing industry is adhering right now, because India's food processing industry is expanding with a huge CAGR after 2014. So how do you rate the government's policy in this perspective, sir?
Definitely, that's a very nice question. And honestly, with the new ministry rules and regulations, when it comes to FSSAI regulations that are coming up, a lot of food processing solutions are now getting adhered to the Western culture. And what it brings to India or the Indian public is basically more of food hygiene, more of food safety, and better processing techniques, because these are the three main core initiatives when it comes down to food processing. And with all these three initiatives, JBT has a solution for that, maintaining a top quality safety, maintaining a top quality processing, and reducing your giveaways. That is how you can increase your yield and your profitability out of whatever you are processing. So definitely there's a big boom to the food industry. And when it comes down to the different, I would say, trends that are happening in the market right now, so with complete the ecosystem and the environmental safety kind of thing that is coming up, so people are going for tray board packaging. So we have tray board sealing solutions. Then they are also going for other better portion cuts, less of giveaways. So these are all important things that helps in food processing, and that is where the automatic lines come into picture, and that is where the integrated solutions from JBT Marel will come into picture.
So still it's the second day of Indusfood Manufacturing 2026, and hopefully Pratik sir, you will get more customers and traction here on the third day, sir. Thank
Definitely,
you.
Pawan.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
a lot. Thank you. Thank you.